Hey, good morning. I know I look kind of sick. I'm still under the weather, but I just want to get on here and I'm making this video. This video is a video about spiritual warfare, but it also is a video about victory and how we are victorious through all of this and how this will transform us and our lives. So if you're watching this video or if you're new to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so that you could be notified whenever I make my videos. And I make them every day, so you will get plenty of videos. And I make them every week. Okay, so when you are living for God, okay, there's going, not for everybody, but there's going to be a time where opposition will strike. Okay, and this is actually when you're living for God. Opposition is whenever you are doing right, you're living righteously, and the devil doesn't like it, and he will build up or influence evil people or the wickedness of the people to come up against you. Okay, it's called opposition, and it will probably be more than one. So I'm not trying to scare you, but the devil is trying to detour you off of your path or off of your walk with God. Okay, that is what he is coming to do: to kill, to steal, and to destroy. He walks around like a roaring lion, looking on who he may devour. Okay, like a roaring lion. He is angry. He does not want us to go to heaven. He does not want us to preach about God or preach about the gospel. So he's after our lives. He's after our finances. He is after our bodies. He is after our marriages. We have to pray against it. I'm going to give you all some scriptures also. So, when the world tries to put you in a box or dim your light and tries to shut you up so that you don't speak, or tries to humble you, or tries to, do all of these schemes and plots on your life, maybe you lost your house, okay? Maybe you lost your mind. Maybe you lost your dignity. Maybe you lost your body or your salvation. Maybe it's not just a coincidence that all these things are happening. Because that's what I thought at first. I thought I just have bad luck. You do not have bad luck. You need to get in the spirit. You need to war in the spirit. The devil is a liar. And he is after us. He is after us. And he is on an assignment. And that is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But God, he has an assignment. And he has put you on an assignment. And his assignment is to get people to go to heaven. I know I look crazy. It doesn't matter. I'm making this video still. I tried going live and it's not allowing me to. So I'm just going to go on this and then post it. Anyways, the devil is trying to put fear inside of me and trying to make me quit doing what I'm doing. He's getting monitoring spirits after me. I have family members that have been treating me foul. Literally, the word foul has been in their hearts. They've been treating me wickedly for the past 5 or more years. To the point to where they don't want to have anything to do with me. They don't want to celebrate me. They don't want to check on me. They don't want to call me. But as soon as they find out that I'm working or that I'm going to Jesus, now they're interested in my life. Now they're trying to get access to me. And they're calling me and asking me questions about where I work. What location do you work at? What do you do? Do you like your job? And they've even gone as far as to say, you must not like your job. Which is a lie from the pits of hell. I love my job. And they're probably going to use it to slander me or do whatever they got to do. So I quit. I blocked my whole family. I've blocked Everyone, everyone, even my siblings, I've had to. They're coming up against me. My brother had a fight he had told me about like 2 weeks or a month before, and he had kept reminding me every week about it. He said, I want you to go to this fight. I really want you to go to this fight. He bought a table for this fight. And as the fight approached, I had just gotten in alignment with God about a month or two. It was 2 months before the fight. I had gotten alignment in the month of October. It was like around, it was before the 11th, a couple of days before. I'll just say it was on the 11th, okay? And the fight was in December. I think it was around my brother's birthday. And he bought this expensive table. The table was like $400, I think. Might have been a little more. I think it was $400. He said, I really want you to be there, and you're going to have to get a babysitter because kids can't go to it. I said, I will be there. Me and my brother have been really close, but he's been living with my sister. My sister's been against me. He's always had my back, but now the devil is attacking him too. So we need to pray for him. But I mean, not attacking him. I just feel like he hasn't been on my side lately, and they've become really close. Anyways, so the fight approaches, and I called my mom and asked if she could babysit, but she said no. She said she wanted to go to the fight, and then my dad refused to babysit. So we had a family member, one of my cousins. We tried getting a hold of her. Well, I didn't, but my mom said she tried, and she didn't answer. No family members were willing to watch my kids. None of them. So I wasn't able to go to the fight. But Christina got a babysitter and David got a babysitter. They all had babysitters. And I asked Christina if the lady that was babysitting her kids could watch my kids. She said no, she's sick. She can't. But for some reason, she was able to watch Christina's kids. And it might just be a coincidence, but I think my family did that on purpose. I was very traumatized and hurt. I felt rejected. I felt betrayed. I felt like they didn't want me to go to it. And it was a beautiful table. And then I realized that the table was my enemies that were seated at that table. And they've been against me this whole time. And God said, I have a table for you set up in the presence of your enemies. And I'm going to vindicate you. This year is going to be the year of vindication. I was very hurt by that. And my grandmother and my sister-in-law, she kind of quit because I blocked her. But she's still, crazy. And then all my family, all my siblings, even my parents now, have been against me. And have been putting me down and slandering me. And even Dean said when he lived there that she talks crap about me all the time. He told her to shut the F up. And when you slander people behind their backs, or when you are nice to their face, but behind their backs you're wicked and you hate them, God is going to remove you from those people because he sees what you don't see, okay? And God will even allow you to see what they're doing, even behind your back. And God has given me discernment, the spirit of discernment, and he has given me the gifts to see what has been being done behind my back and said. And they don't have to tell me what they're doing because I see it and I feel it and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. But the way that they come up to me and monitor me and want to get information on my life, whenever they don't want good for me, they speak bad of me. When the world tries to conform you, you are not meant to be conformed in a box. You are meant to be transformed so that you can get souls to go to heaven. And God is transforming me and they don't like it. They're trying to keep me in the box. So God has allowed me to see their hearts for who they really are so that I could block them all. So I've blocked them all. And it hurts. It breaks my heart. And it's It's taken me a long time to get to this point to have to. But God is telling me to. Because just like the devil is on an assignment, I am on an assignment. Who are my family and who are my friends? They're only the ones who serve and love and obey God's commands. If you're not obeying and doing God's will, you're an enemy. You live in the world. You're worldly. And the world tries to tell you who you are. You're fat, you're lazy, you're nothing. They try to put you down to get to that point so they have something bad to say about you. The devil comes to kill and to steal and to destroy. He's taken my family, my loved ones. He has taken my house. He has taken my body. He has taken my finances. He's taken my marriage. I'm not allowing him to take anymore. I'm going to fight back. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you, you shall condemn. We need to pray for our enemies. We need to pray that God blesses them. That night, I felt so rejected, and they didn't apologize and say, oh, we're sorry, we can't watch the kids. They didn't care. I think it was a way to humiliate me or hurt me or put me down. All I know is it broke my heart. And I kept going to God. I still believe. I'm not going to let what the devil has done to me. I'm not giving up on myself anymore. This is what the devil has wanted. And he wants me to not be successful and get to where I'm supposed to be. And God said, I have a table for you seated in the presence of your enemies. I'm not going to hurt them because I don't hurt people. But I'm going to cause you to become successful in your life. Everything that they wish upon you bad, everything that they have wished you to gain weight, wished you to lose your house, wished your house bad things to happen in your house, all the witchcraft they have wished upon you or prayed upon you, all the downfall that they're putting upon you. God prophesied over me last night, yesterday, and the day before, and today. And he said, they're praying on your downfall. So I'm going to cause you to rise to the occasion. And I'm going to cause you to become very, very successful in everything that you do. Because they don't want you to gain weight. They don't want you to make money. They don't want you to prosper. But God said, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to not harm you, to give you a hope in a future. God is prospering me, and I am victorious in his eyes. I am not a victim anymore. The devil is not going to allow me. He's not going to make me a victim anymore because I am choosing God no matter what. God is my victor. God is my vindicator. Justice will be served. And it's sad that it's come to this point to I've had to block even my parents, even my siblings, even my cousins, even my grandparents. They're all blocked. Sometimes God will tell us when we don't listen to God and he tries to show us signs that we need to remove people from our lives, if we don't listen, God will remove them himself. And it'll be in any way he needs to. So we need to listen to God. We need to obey God, his commands. Just like Jonah, God told him, he said, I want you to pray. I want you to go to the Philistines. I want you to save them. I want you to pray. I think they were the Philistines. I'm not for sure. It was Jonah, not Joseph. Jonah hated them, did not like them. He did not want them to be saved. But God said, I want you to pray for them anyways. I want you to go to them anyways. Because it was a part of God's will. And he didn't listen to God. So got swallowed up by a whale. But God knew what would happen if that happened. God allowed it to happen for the saving of many lives, the saving of many souls. And like God says in the Bible, It is worse when you worry about what a man could do to you. You should be more worried about what God can do to you, because he has the power to not only kill you and your body, but to put you in hell. Man can't put you in hell. Only God can. You need to be more afraid of God than you are of man, and I'm not afraid of what man can do to me. I refuse to let them put me in a box anymore or to hide me. I'm like Cinderella. If you watch the movie Cinderella, okay, and when I was a kid, I used to love all these movies, okay? I think there's a reason why, because I'm a girly girl. If you watch the movie Cinderella, she's a beautiful, sweet soul. She's kind. Get down, baby. She's loving. She's pure. She's genuine. She works hard. She loves her family. She loves her stepmom and her sisters, even though they treat her so wickedly. They're so wicked. And she's so beautiful and humble and sweet and kind. They don't like the fact that she's kind and she's pretty. What do they do to Cinderella? They cause her to work so much. They hide her. Actually, they put her in a dungeon in the house. They hide her because they don't want the world to see her light. They don't want the world to see she goes to the ball. They don't want her to go to the ball. If y'all watch the movie, she makes a beautiful dress. She's creative. She's brilliant. She's smart. She's got all these gifts. They don't like it. They don't like the godliness that is in her because they're wicked and evil and jealous and envious. She has gifts. She has a call on her life. She's friends with all the animals. She has no friends, but she's friends with all the animals, the birds. She sings. She's a singer. She sings. She's humble. She's creative. She makes the dress. The animals help her, and she makes this beautiful dress with pearls and beads, and she finds all these things that their sisters don't even use or like. They throw the pearls on the ground. They're like, we don't want these. That movie is actually very biblical if you watch it, okay? And I'll tell you why. The sisters didn't want the pearls, so she used the pearls. She used all these things. And she made the dress, and her stepmom, so she wanted to go to the ball. And her stepmom said, you can't go to the ball. And you know why they didn't want her to go to the ball? Because they saw who she was, who she really was. They didn't want her to find her Prince Charming. They didn't want her to be who she's been called to be. They didn't want her to be succeeding in life. They didn't want to see her do good. So what happened when they seen her in the dress with her hair done and she looked beautiful? What did the sisters do and the stepmother? What did the sisters do? They grabbed the pearls off of her neck and ripped them off of her. And they threw them down and trampled them under their feet, just like it says in the Bible. Don't give your pearls to the swine. They trampled her pearls. They trampled her kindness. They ripped her clothes to shreds. She looked like she was poor. She was poor, but she looked lowly. She was a poor girl. And then the stepmother went as far as to even lock her in the dungeon. That reminds me of what my family's been doing to me, like my grandma and stuff. They want to lock her in the dungeon. They slammed her in the dungeon and they took the key and locked her in there. Well, the prince... Or wait. No. Before they locked her in the dungeon, they ripped off her clothes and her stepmother said, you cannot go to the ball. So she ran away and cried. She was in like a garden outside, crying. And her godmother appeared to her. It was an angel. Her godmother appeared to her. It reminds me of my grandma. She said, girl, why are you crying, girl? And the girl told her why she was crying. And her godmother said, "Oh, you must go to the ball. You must go to the ball." And her godmother made her a chariot out of the rats, made her beautiful clothes, beautiful drapestries, with a crown on her head and glass slippers on her feet, with a ring on her finger, a beautiful blue ring, I think it was, and a black choker. She was gorgeous. She looked gorgeous. Her hair was all pinned up, makeup on. She looked like a queen, like a princess, a queen that she is. She said, "Go to the ball. But when the clock strikes midnight, you must come home." And Cinderella said, "Oh, well, why do I have to come back?" She didn't want to. She wanted to stay out all night. She was having so much fun. She met her prince there. And it struck midnight. She had to leave, so she ran. She dropped the glass slipper, and he never saw her for a while. And when her wicked stepmother realized what she had done, she locked her away in the dungeon and locked her and took the key and hid her because she knew that the prince was going to come looking for her. And the prince did come looking for her. And he couldn't fit the glass slipper on the wicked women's feet. He couldn't fit it. And they hid her. They hid her beauty because of her beauty and because of her kindness. And eventually, she ended up getting out and trying on the shoe. And it fit her perfectly. So I want to remind you that if your family or friends are trying to hide you or conform you and put you in a box, it is because God is wanting to transform you. You're not meant to conform to this world. You are meant to transform. And God is transforming you. And He loves you. And you are beautiful and kind. And you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be found. You are worthy to be married. You are beautiful. You are worthy. Even though the world will tell you you're not, you're ugly, you're all these evil things they want you to be. They want to strip it from you. They want to take it from you. They want to take your crown. Don't allow the world to take your crown. Run the race. Persevere. You've got this. I love y'all. There's a lot of Disney stories that are very biblical, believe it or not. And it's crazy to me. Now, I know people are conspiracy theorists talk bad about Disney, but there are a lot of biblical Disney movies. And I'm going to tell y'all some more. Just let that be a reminder to you that if you are Cinderella and you've been locked away in a dungeon, cry out to God. He will restore you. He will vindicate you. Justice will be served. Eventually. Don't stop crying. Don't stop praying. Just keep seeking Him in His presence. Whatever He says will happen. It's His decision. Nobody else's. The world can hate. The world can lock you in a dungeon, put you in a box. But God can do anything. And He can open the doors to the locked doors. He has the keys, the key of David. He has the keys to open any door He pleases. And He will open you a door in the desert. God bless you.